So then the next part might be a little bit more difficult to understand, and it seems to me to be the story of consciousness itself. So remember, in ayah 28 of the al-Baqarah, God says, how can you deny God? You were lifeless and he gave you life. Then he will cause you to die and again bring you to life. And then to him you will all be returned. So this gives you like a quick synopsis, a quick little summary of life and death, and how could you deny your existence? You exist. This is basically what God seems to be saying to you. But then this part is a little bit hard for me to comprehend. So guys, bear with me if you don't mind. I'm still trying to figure this out. Honoring Adam. So ayah 30, God talks about him telling the angels that he's going to bring Adam onto the earth. And the angels tell God, the angels say to God, they ask God, will you place in it someone who will spread corruption there and shed blood while we glorify your praises and proclaim your holiness? So the angels are saying, why would you create men? They're just gonna spread blood. They're just gonna kill each other. They're just gonna attack each other. And God responded to the angels, I know what you do not know. Basically, God is saying, hey, don't question me. I'll do what I want. Makes sense to me. Ayah 31, God says, the Quran says, he taught Adam the names of all things. Then he presented them to the angels and said, tell me the names of these. Essentially, what God is saying is, like, I taught Adam this. You don't know things. That's why I'm assuming in the Islamic tradition that the humans are above the angels, essentially because of intellect. This is what God is saying. God is saying that he has put his intellect into us. The angels reply, glory be to you. We have no knowledge except for what you have taught us. You are truly all-knowing, all-wise. God said then, O Adam, inform them of their names. And then when Adam did, God said, did I not tell you that I know the secrets of the heavens and the earth, and I know what you reveal and what you conceal? And then ayah 34 says, and remember when we said to the angels, prostrate before Adam. So you all did, but not Iblis, who refused and acted arrogantly and became unfaithful. So this is really the creation story. So where does according to al-Baqarah, the cow, our intellect comes from God teaching us things. And because God taught us some things, it seems like Iblis, which would be Satan, or shaitan, in whatever language that you speak, would be jealous and wants to bring us down. So it seems like we're in a place of good and bad. Our intellect puts us essentially above the angels, but Iblis wants to attack us and bring us down. And I guess this is the formulation of good and evil. So be good. So if you want to avoid evil, then avoid the things that Iblis wants you to do. Sorry, it just reminded me of something that I wanted to read, if you don't mind. You know what? I'm going to pause it, so I'll tell you 1 second. So do you guys remember in Fatiha, I was asking, I said, okay, it said, lead me on the straight path, not the path of the wrongdoers. Maybe this is a little bit of the answer here. And please, in the comments, please tell me if this makes sense to you. So this is ayah 83 in chapter 2, Surah 2. It's ayah 83. It says, and remember when we took the covenant from the children of Israel being the children of Jacob, in the chain of prophets, children of Israel, stating, worship none but God. So this is essentially what it's telling you in Fatiha, in the opening. The straight path consists of some of this, it would seem. Remember when we took the covenant from the children of Israel, stating, worship none but God. So don't worship other things. Don't get distracted by this shiny thing and that shiny thing. Be kind to your parents, relatives, orphans, and the needy. Speak kindly to people. Establish the prayer. Pay the alms tax. Well, I have to look up what the alms tax is. So I feel like, to me, part of that is telling me, hey, this is the straight path. I'll read it again. Worship none but God. Be kind to your parents. your relatives and the orphans and the needy. So be kind to your parents, relatives, orphans, and the needy. Speak kindly to people, establish prayer, and pay the alms tax. Sorry, I was looking to the side over there. But look, what's worse than treating an orphan poorly? What's worse than treating your parents poorly? This makes sense to me. This is on the straight path. I'm not done this book, but this makes sense to me. Be kind to your parents. Who's against that? Relatives? Well, sometimes you have shitty relatives, but what do you do about them, you know? But orphans and the needy, I can empathize with that. I mean, I don't even know any orphans, but I can imagine like how much I love my parents. And you know, the thing about your parents is they give you everything. And the weird thing is about human nature is we get things and we get them for free, and then we don't appreciate it. But what's the pain of losing a parent? I'm sure there's going to be people in this video that are watching this video that have lost a parent. If you can reflect, I don't want to bring up any bad feelings, but if you can reflect on how much your parents have done for you, you would know that every time you've lost your temper on them and every stupid things that you said about them, every piece of every time you were ungrateful towards them, is that not an evil deed? And does that evil deed not affect the soul of your consciousness? Be kind to your parents. Be kind to orphans. Makes sense to me. That's just in the 2nd chapter. My God, we have so much to go through. All right. Appreciate you listening.